Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the week of June 28th. Now Aries, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for more information on what may be going on for you here in this week ahead. Aries, I will never contact you asking about a personal reading. I will never send you a WhatsApp number, so just be very careful of that. There are scammers, bots, whatever they are now in my comment section, so just take heed. The only place you can get a reading from me is on my website, zaneintuitive.com. And along with that, if Instagram is your thing, check out my Instagram account. There's a link to that in the description below this video. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading here. If this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Okay. Make sure everything's in view. We'll get right into this for you. All right. Energy on the bottom, you have the Six of Cups. Could be feeling nostalgic right now, especially with this upper row, which I'll talk about more as we go along in this reading. But if there's someone I feel like there's maybe someone that's been on your mind. I actually feel like it was a previous relationship. Six of Cups can signify someone from the past trying to re-enter. For you, I don't know that that would be the best idea. In fact, majority of the time, I do not think it's a good idea to get back with an ex because they're your ex for a reason. But sometimes I do read this where it's maybe a good thing. For you, I'm assuming I'm thinking that it's not, because you have the Three of Swords with it, with the Four of Cups. But you get to decide. You have free will over me, and you have free will over the cards. So let's get right into this. So you have the star showing up here in the middle position, which is a great sign for you. This is talking about your period of renewal coming, okay? A lot of good things. The star truly is only good. It's like, first and foremost, it can be a wish granted, because the person on this card here is a genie. And so it's often associated with wishes coming true or wishes being granted. This person is also in healing waters of renewal. And so it can be a very good indicator if you've been looking to heal over something, which for you, I think is happening here, because this upper row it's like a very clear contrast here that there's something. The upper row here is your thoughts, what's on your mind. And right now there's like a lot of anxiety, depression, maybe even nightmares going on in your mind right now. And the star in the middle, I think, kind of really helps with that in this reading, where I do feel like you'll have a period to really work through that in this week. Now you have this Four of Cups in the past. This is boredom, apathy, and it's definitely not a good energy. Boredom and apathy can really block your blessings, can block yourself from moving forward. And to get this with the Six of Cups, you could be just holding on just a little bit too much. Like, you could be like, whatever was in the past, like, it's really time for you to stop being nostalgic, okay? Just to be very blunt with you, I do feel like that's what's coming in here. Sometimes, like, most of the times I read this as like an alternative being presented to you with this Four of Cups, different than these three. But for you, I get the sense that it's nostalgia, that you're like almost stuck in nostalgia. And I think it was around some sort of a relationship here that ended. Okay, the Knight of Cups is sometimes read as like a knight in shining armor. It doesn't matter what gender you are, but just almost like somebody who you really looked up to, or someone who you really were in love with. And the Three of Swords is divorce, separation, breakup, okay? And so for you, I get the sense that you're just holding on a little bit too tightly to what was and what could have been. And at this point, it's becoming like a full-blown anxieties, fears, depression manifesting into nightmares, okay? With this Nine of Swords, which is really what all of those things are encompassed in this card. It's talking about mental anguish of any type, okay? Especially in the upper row, which, like I've said, is the row of your thoughts, okay? And so this is some sort of fear, nightmares, anxieties, depression, something going on here for you. And I do feel like it's talking about this relationship. It's talking about what could have been. I feel like you're kind of still stuck on that. And with the star in the middle, I do feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to truly heal from that. But not only that, what I didn't talk about when I brought in the star is it also is hope and optimism for the future. And just recognize that there will be more people, okay? There will be more opportunities for you in the future. Whether this divorce or separation was a job loss or a person, I try to bring in messages for both career, love, and finance. But whatever it is that you're really like stuck on or hung up on, I feel like it's important for you to understand that there's hope coming in here for you. And you know, with the Queen of Swords in the lower row, this is somebody who traditionally this is read as somebody who's like single, but it can mean just being an independent person in a relationship. But I'm reading this for you as single energy. And, you know, it may not be a bad idea right now to see what it feels like to go on your own for a moment. And, you know, the Queen of Swords really cuts through all the drama with their sword. And they don't deal with drama. They don't deal with this, oh, what could have been, what was. Nope, they keep moving forward. And so I feel like that's what's happening here. Look, I mean, in the future, this loss here still on your mind, okay? And so the way that I like to read the Ten of Swords is this gives you, especially in the future position, a chance for new hope. And not only that, it gives you a chance to release yourself from what was no longer serving you or what was no longer working. And I feel like the worst is behind you, okay? And I do feel like you need to recognize that about yourself. This person from the past clearly hurt you with the Three of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Cups. And it's sort of like, I feel like is now spinning you out here with this Nine of Swords. And you're going to have an opportunity if you want, because you have free will over me and the cards. If you want, you have an opportunity to release yourself from it. It may hurt. You may need to rip the Band-Aid off. But that's exactly what the Queen of Swords does, okay? So you have this Ten of Pentacles here as well in the future. This is talking about abundance, okay? And so I feel like this is saying, like, recognize that there are more opportunities for you. Abundance is not just financial abundance, it's your ability to receive. There are more people coming in. And this, I will say, if there's someone who you meet in the future, this is somebody who is reserved and timid. They don't really make the move. They don't really make the first move. So I will say that if there's somebody here that you meet, you may want to go after them, even though I'm telling you maybe it's time to go single. But for those of you who are here in career and finance, you may be holding on to your pentacles just a little bit too tightly, like almost like you feel like there's not going to be more opportunities for money, but there always is, okay? And so I feel like it's very important for you to adopt an abundant mindset, whatever storyline you're in, whether you're here for career, finance, or relationship, really do some sort of abundance work. But at any rate, let's get into the clarifications here. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, helps get the word out and spread the message to others. Also a bell below this video. If you click that bell, you will never miss an update from me. And lastly, Aries, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. Hope you're doing well. So let's go ahead and get into this. Melchizedek, higher learning. You've learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Look, you've spent time studying what went wrong, why did this happen? Why did they leave me? Why did they cheat on me? Why did they do whatever it is that they did here with this Three of Swords, Knight of Cups? You've already learned from that. It's now time to continue progressing here, okay? It's time to continue moving forward. And you also have Lady Nada, Heart Awakening, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. It's this idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. And so that can mean as simple as just spending time, listening to a friend, a close friend, getting on the phone with them, talking with them, giving your time to someone at this moment. And that's also sort of a form of abundance as well, right? And so as you give, you receive. That's really the idea here with that card. So let's continue moving forward and see what else we get. Okay, Knight of Cups coming in again. Judgment, the Moon. Yeah, I feel like they're going to try to re-enter, and it's like their intentions are not as they appear here with the Moon, for sure. And so that's a clear sign of deception. Judgment is like an inner awakening or a rebirth, an inner calling or an awakening process. It's also the card of karma. And so if they have done something like that, karma is being returned. Like if they've cheated on you or whatever, karma is being returned. And for you, it could mean that you have the opportunity here to transmute this heartbreak situation into something that's much better for you, into a much better calling, or just give yourself an opportunity to learn from what went wrong here if you have not already. Although I feel like you have, but at any rate, yeah, you're still with that Four of Cups and the Knight of Cups, you're still stuck, like you're still bored and apathetic about what was with that relationship. It's just clear. It's just a very clear message here. Not going to spend any more time. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Three of Cups. Or excuse me, Three of Pentacles. So you do have cheating cards, like I said, probably a few times now, but the Three of Swords, the Devil, and the Moon, definitely like it's sort of this like hedonist sort of energy along with a deception. And so I do feel like that is maybe the crux of it. It's almost like you're wondering, like, why did they do that? But here's the deal. You have the Star below it. You're really given an opportunity to heal yourself from this situation. And really, if you want to, you get to decide if you want to move forward, and you get to decide if you want to view this situation from a place of hope and optimism. I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but it's because every card I'm getting is doubling down on itself, on what's happening here. And along with that, I feel like with this Queen of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, like maybe at work, you're really being given an opportunity to have reward and recognition here. Really solid teamwork showing up. And I feel like something at work, like I feel like your focus should shift from like whatever that bozo did in your relationship to like, how can I really put myself in the best position to succeed at work or whatever it is that you do. And you have that Nine of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Look, that could be a hardworking parent, and that's what's keeping you up late at night, like this whole situation. Maybe there was a child involved or something, but Queen of Pentacles is also somebody who's good at budgeting. And so you may want to take a look at your budget, especially with the Four of Pentacles showing up. Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So I think there's a message in here, like you may want to narrow your focus in this week, Aries, because Queen of Wands is very attractive to a lot of people. So like, once again, doubling down that there are more people coming in for you. Okay, this person in the past that hurt you, it's not the only person you're ever going to date. Okay, there are more people coming in with the Queen of Wands. But also make sure you're not spreading yourself too thin, okay? Because the Queen of Wands can do a lot, but at the same time, if they don't narrow down and focus, they can get lost, especially with finances. So I would look at your budget and really narrow down with that Five of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles coming in. Some sort of loss here. I feel like you're worried about losing, like you're worried about losing your job, or you're worried about losing that relationship, and almost like there's this feeling of like, with that worry, that like almost like there's not going to be someone else that comes in, but there will be. Okay, you're feeling left out in the cold here, but realize that there are more people available. Okay, so let's see what else we get here. Not only more people, but also more situations. If you're here for career and finance, like more opportunities with that Queen of Wands. Okay, wealthy man thoughts, adjudication, bad health, that's the sex card, concern, and occupation. Yeah, someone cheated, I feel like, here for some of you. I feel like they promised you a lot with wealthy man coming in, but they're still clearly on your thoughts, and with concern, this person's ruminating about that person, about those thoughts. And just realize that karma is being repaid here for sure in a big way. And I feel like the important thing for you is to really focus on your occupation, focus on your work at this time, and putting yourself first, because I feel like maybe in the past you haven't done that. But overall, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaineintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.